Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining. I'm going to wait a couple seconds here. We do have a large registration list today. So just grab a seat, guys, get comfortable. We'll begin the webinar show here shortly. Just a quick overview. Today's topic is going to be unlock new possibilities with AI Power App Generator. Okay, so I think we're almost full of our registration list here. So just a couple more seconds, guys. Kind of let everybody join. Hope you're all having a good Friday today. It is May 26th. It is Friday here. It's 12 p.m. Eastern time here in Virginia. Okay, awesome, guys. So I think we're ready. Thanks for everybody who has joined. I was going to do some name shout outs, but it is a large attendee list, but just a couple here. Welcome, Alex. Welcome, Andrew. Welcome, Anna, Antonio. Welcome, Shad. Welcome, Butch. Welcome, Daniel. Welcome, David, and the rest of everybody else as well. Okay. And with that, I think we're ready to begin, guys. I hope you guys can see my screen. You should be seeing a PowerPoint presentation. I'll start off with the PowerPoint presentation first, guys, and then we're going to move up to the platform and actually show you a live demo on how to use our AI power tools. We'll also review other products that Appy Pie offers and everything as well. Okay. Yes, I have a question coming in. Yes, guys, you are allowed to ask questions. You can either, I would suggest to kind of wait to the end of the webinar show, and then I'll begin the questions. You guys can click on the Q&A at the bottom of your Zoom bar, type your question. I'll answer it live on the chat. And then I'll answer your question. Okay, so if you guys can reserve your questions for the end, there will also be a poll at the end where you guys can take a poll, a survey. If you guys can please do that to help us out, just to kind of see where we are with the webinar and how the presentation went and all of that. Okay, awesome, guys. So let's begin. Unlock new possibilities with AI Power App Generator. Okay, points to be covered: who we are, introduction to no-code AI app development, understanding the basics, exploring no-code AI platforms, discover user-friendly tools to build intelligent apps effortlessly. Okay, we'll be showing 6 different use cases. And lastly, we'll explore how to customize the app once it's been created. Okay, ask us, and at the end, you guys will be able to ask us anything. Like I mentioned, use that Q&A icon at the bottom of your Zoom, and you can type in your question and I'll answer it live. Okay. Awesome. Next slide, guys. Who we are. So Appy Pie is the leading no-code development platform powered by AI with users in over 150 countries. Okay. A little bit about Appy Pie. A name synonymous with no-code business solutions started its humble journey with a single mission to make technology accessible. What started as a small setup to help businesses or professionals create their own apps without coding has now evolved into a platform with a multitude of services. Okay. We were founded in 2015. We have written over 100 million plus code. We have over 6 million plus happy clients as well. Okay. We have integrations with over 150 apps. Okay. With our Connect product, which I'll be going over here shortly. Okay. Next, our products, guys, just a little bit over our products. I know some of you, a lot of times our clients are not aware that we do have other products. As you guys can see here on my screen, we do have many other products within our Appy Pie suite that you guys can take advantage of. What we're trying to do is cater so that you have one single platform where you guys can pretty much access everything, create all your business needs, anything to do with your app make, website building, AI tools as well, and our design product as well. Okay, so development platform, we have the app maker, we have the website builder. For workflow automation platform, we have the Appy Pie Connect product. This one will be similar. If any of you are familiar with Zapier, same kind of concept where you can connect 2 apps that normally don't speak to each other, where you can automate flows. You have triggers and actions, and then you can automate all the flows that you guys would need between those 2 apps. Okay. We have business process automation platform as well. We have Appy Pie Chatbot, Appy Pie Live Chat, and Appy Pie Desk. Okay. We also have a design platform, Appy Pie Design, this will be similar to Canvas. All of you who are aware or have used Canvas, the same concept. You guys can create poster, business cards, logos, AI generate to logo, all of that, which I'll be covering here shortly. Okay. And lastly, we have student developer platform, which is our Appy Pie classroom. Okay. Awesome. Now to the fun stuff, like demo and how to use our generator tools. Okay. Awesome, guys. So like I mentioned, let me start off with showing you, and all these links are going to be sent to everybody who has registered, as well as the recording of this webinar will be emailed to you so you guys can reference it at a later time. All the links in this webinar will also be shared so you guys have access to them at your fingertips, and you can review all this information at a later time. Okay, so we have our AI app generator. Okay, we have our website builder generator as well. Our design product, which I mentioned, similar to Canvas, where you can create any type of business, logos, flyers, etc. Okay. On our design product, you're going to find all the available AI tools that we have as well. Okay. We have AI to text image generator, logo generator, video generator, and so on. There's many here to list, so I would rather you guys check them out on your own time. Okay. We have our chatbot builder as well, okay? We are supporting GPT, which is the newest trend, so you guys can integrate that and create a chatbot flow as complex as you would like, and you can have the chatbot be trained, and the more it learns, the more it can answer precise questions. Besides that, the chatbot platform also offers 100,000 plus chatbot templates. So these would be out of the box solutions where you would just set it up, configure the flows, and then start using these bots immediately, whether it's on your website or whether it's on your application. You can use them in both places, okay? Next, we have our Connect product. Like I mentioned, this is similar to Zapier, where you can connect two products or two apps that normally don't speak to each other, automate that flow, works with triggers and actions, okay? Besides our AI app generator and website, we also have an AI domain name generator. We have a business name generator. We have our AI logo generator as well, okay? So for those of you who are looking to create a logo just using the AI, you would just type here the prompt and then generate, and then our AI will go ahead and create that logo for you, okay? With the same, we also have AI text to image generator as well, okay? Awesome, guys. Okay. So that's a little bit of overview of all the products that we offer. We do have many products, and there are many other AI tools as well that you guys can also check out. Again, all these links will be shared to you, okay? Now let me move on to the next. So now let's do the live demo here about how to use the AI app generator, okay? So I'm gonna start sharing a couple use cases here. Let's say I wanna create a fitness app, okay? So I'm just gonna type, I want to create a fitness app, okay? After you enter, you're gonna go ahead and click on build, okay? Tap on launch. Our AI is gonna start working, communicating. Based on the keyword that I type, which is fitness, it's going to go ahead and pick the best features from that category, fitness. Okay. In this case, it's probably going to be the fitness feature. It's going to get added. And then later on, you guys are also welcome to add your own features, customize the app, customize the look, the font, everything about the app. Okay. Here it is. So it did add the fitness feature for me. You guys can also change the view here if you wanted to view it in an iPhone, what it would look like, or an Android phone. Okay. With the fitness feature, a little bit about the fitness feature, you can create your own workouts, create your own exercises, diet plans. It also comes with a BMR calculator and a workout record. Okay. Awesome. Let's move on to our second use case here, guys. And I'm just going to back up here, guys, so we can just keep using this. Okay. Let's say you want to create a hyper local app. This would be kind of a service app where you have, kind of similar to some of those out there like Rabbit Task, where you're looking for a handyman, you're looking for an electrician, plumber, whatever the case might be. Okay. I want to create a hyper local app. Once you type that in, click on build. Okay. There we go. Our AI, again, it's going to start communicating, and then it's going to go ahead and give you the results of the features that it added, okay? Now, after I'm done with these use cases, we'll go into how to customize the app, how to add other features, how to make other flows of within the app, okay? I see a couple questions now coming from, I hope I can pronounce your name right, Alexi. Is your site was generated by your AI generator? No, our site was not generated by our AI generator. Our developers developed it. Okay. What about a business? So a question from an anonymous person. He's asking, what about a business idea that doesn't fit a template? Good question. So yeah, so if there's something within, the capabilities of our AI, it's going to give you the best, closest, solution to that, the best, closest future that could be within that business idea that you're trying to bring to life. It just depends on the use case. And remember, guys, besides, telling the AI what type of app you want, you also have, the option to go in, edit yourself, and actually add the feature you guys really want to add into the app. Okay, this is kind of just to get you started in a, if you're looking for something quickly, people who are starting businesses and want to get an app out, a website created, etc. That can be done. Okay. Here it is, guys. It created the hyperlocal feature for me. Again, like I mentioned, this is where you can find services for different types of things: plumber, yoga trainer, mechanic, etc. Okay, this is and the good thing is you guys can also test this right here on the simulator. Besides here, you will be able to test on your actual phone as well. So you can test on your Android phone and you can test it on your iPhone as well. Okay. Awesome, guys. So let me back up here again. Now let's go into, let's say I want to create a church app. Okay. Click on build, tap on launch. And as you guys can see, it's pretty quickly. I think it takes less than a minute. It's anywhere between 30 to 40 seconds, and it creates that app for you. And then pretty much, if I continue with the steps, then I can go ahead and start editing right away. But I just want to show you guys just the different cases here that we can do. Okay, there's the religious. So I wanted to create a church app. It added all the religious features from that category. Okay. Now let's get a little bit more creative. Let's say I want to create a guessing number game from 1 to 5. Okay. So I'm going to type in create a guessing number game from 1 to 5. Okay. Let's build. Let's see what the AI does. Tap on launch. Okay. The AI is going to speak to our system, generate that for me. Okay, while I wait for that, let's answer some more questions here, guys. I do see a lot of questions. I'll try to get to everybody's as best as I can. Okay, Joseph is asking, can your app generator develop a game app, especially a graphic-based game app like a car racing? Unfortunately, that's a little bit more advanced and complex, Joseph, so that the AI would not be able to create something like that. It will be able to create this game that I'm about to show here, guessing number game. You can do a word guessing game, those kind of basic games like that. It will create for you. Okay. Awesome. Next question I see coming from Shadi. Can you explain how can we test it on our MOB? I'm not sure what you mean by a mob, or if you can elaborate on that, please. Awesome. Next question, Justin. Can it generate social or streaming apps? Yeah, we do have actually streaming apps that I can go ahead and generate. So yeah, we do have those features and those capabilities. Awesome, guys. So here's the guessing game. Okay, so you're supposed to guess a number. Okay, and then it told me, no, sorry, the correct number was 4. Okay, so there is that. Let's go a little bit deeper here. Let's say we wanted to create something along the lines for, I want to build a children's coloring book. Okay, click on build, click on tap to launch, and our AI is going to go ahead and generate that for you. Okay, let me continue here with the questions while we wait. Okay, we have I'm sorry, guys. Some of these names are difficult for me. Torchian, I believe. Hello, can your AI create a combination app for technical support, knowledge base, which is stored in HubSpot, Shopify access, and training? Yeah, we can definitely do those integrations. We can use our CRM future, to integrate the HubSpot, the knowledge base. Also, we can integrate that for you. We actually have a help desk knowledge base platform where you can create that and then just connect it with the app. It depends if you wanted it to be accessible through the website or through the app. The good thing about our platform, guys, for those of you who are not aware, it is you can create the app and then you can convert that to a website, so you have the app in a website version. Or if you start with the website, you can create the website into an app and turn it into an app. Okay, so vice versa, it works both ways. So it doesn't matter if you start with an app creation first or if you start with a website creation first. You're able to have the same type of versions. So the mobile, the app version would be where you can publish it to the Play Store, to the Apple Store. And then the progressive web app version would be the one where anybody with the link can access it on any browser they wish to. Okay, there it is, guys. It created this coloring book for me. It picked that out of our categories of Pocket Tools here. And then obviously, like I mentioned, you guys can customize this. Okay. One last one here, guys, and then we can go ahead and set that up. Begin showing you guys how to customize some of these apps here. Okay, so I want to build a news app. Okay, we're going to click on build. And this time I'm going to go through the whole steps on this one, guys. So you guys can see how to edit, customize the app, and even test it. As soon as you create the app, you're able to test it within minutes. It takes anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes for that test to be the test app to be generated, and then you guys can begin testing on either your iPhone or Android. Okay, awesome. There's the news app. It does give you here a little bit of a sample here, what it will look like. You guys can have different categories for the news app. You also have a menu here with other business categories or news categories, sorry, that you guys can also set up. Okay, so with this one, I'm going to go ahead and click on save and continue. So this would be the third step, guys, you would need to do after you type in what you want the AI to generate for you. Okay, so next we're going to click on save and continue. Okay, again, we are offering 30% off or Appy Pie plans. For those of you who are interested, the code for that is tips30. I'm going to go ahead and share it here in the Zoom chat as well, so you guys can copy it. So you guys can go ahead and access that at a later time. 1 second here, and let me share it with you. Okay, you guys should see that now on the chat window. It is tips30, all caps, and then 30 at the end. So that's going to give you a 30% off our plans. Okay, so for those of you who are interested in exploring our other products, you guys can take advantage of that. Okay, or we do have the 7-day free trial, no obligation, no contracts, cancel anytime option as well. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start that. It's going to analyze, connect, check out, I agree. Okay. Now, for those of you who are going to be doing the 7-day trial, I do recommend make sure you put a reminder so you can cancel it before the 7 days. Don't wait until the actual 7th day, because depending on the time zone and all of that, our servers are not going to distinguish exactly the time where it ends. So make sure you do it a day before. That's what I would recommend. And then if you don't cancel, then it's just going to automatically charge you for whatever plan you have signed up, whether it's yearly or monthly. Okay, once you have gone ahead and accepted the trial, you're going to go ahead and click go to my business. Okay, there it is. Right now it's just called news app. It's what I wanted the AI to generate for me. Now let's see how to start customizing this app that the AI just generated for me. Okay, I'm going to go into edit. Here we go, guys. So let's start off with the design of this app. Okay, on the left hand side, you're going to find the menus. The first one is going to be design customization. We have layout and page elements. Let me explain a little bit about this one. Design and customization page is going to have layouts. Okay, it's going to have different layouts that you can pick up from layout settings that you can configure. And also you can customize the app icon. So you guys can upload your own custom icon. You can upload your own custom background image. And you can also upload your own custom splash screen image as well. Okay, let's go ahead and change the look of my app here. For the newest layouts, you guys can come all the way to the end. And here would be the newest one. Here's one that I like personally. Okay, it goes like that. And then the icons will come up here. You can add a welcome banner on the top. Okay. Remember, all the layouts are going to have different settings. So if you click on this little gear wheel right here, it's going to expand this settings options here for you. Okay, so from here, I can control other things like, hide the border, hide the text. Okay, that means the text from the icon, hide the background. Okay, hide the icon. So if I didn't want an icon, I can remove the icon. Okay, show shadow, show banner, and other things. Here's where I will customize this banner that you see here on the screen. I will customize it from this section here. Okay, down here, I can go ahead and rename my app, whatever I want to call it. Appy Pie News, since this is a news app, I'll just call it that. You also have an option here. If you needed to change the category of your app, you can do it from here as well. Okay, so let's say you started with the business, but you're in essence creating a different type. You can go ahead and select that category that you're looking for. Okay. Now customizing the app icon. So this is simple, guys. You would just click on this little pencil here. We have options for you to select, from the available ones that we have. But if you wanted something more custom, I would recommend you upload your logo, your branding. You can use one of our AI logo generators to create your logo, get that to the recommended size. Now, everywhere you see an image holder, you're always going to have to follow the recommended resolution, okay, which is 1024 by 1024 in this case here. Okay, so let me just upload here an icon that I have ready. And we can begin here. Okay. Webinar. Oops. Wrong. Okay, guys. There's my logo. Oops, wrong size. 1 second, guys. Wrong image here. Let me look for it. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Here's the logo, guys. I just need to make sure it's on the recommended size. There it is. Okay. And with that, I can keep uploading. Let's say I wanted to use my own background image as well. You guys have the options from picking from the library of images we have. You guys can pick solid colors. You guys can purchase images from Shutterstock as well. Or the last option would be upload your own custom image. Okay. In this case, I'm just going to go with a solid background color. Let me see if I can do what can go good with this here. I'll just do one of these colors here just to kind of show you guys. So that's what it would look like if you used a solid color. I wouldn't recommend using a background image because it will be, the app will look too busy. So you want to kind of make it smooth and clear. Let me actually change it back to white background. I think that looks better. Awesome. Splash screen. For those of you who don't know what a splash screen is, the splash screen is what opens up when you first click on the app once it's installed on your phone. It's going to flash for about 5 to 6 seconds, and then it's going to go right into your home screen. So this is the screen your users will see, and then it will go right into this home page of the app. Okay, so what I would recommend for splash screen would be to use your logo, your branding, your business name, something like along those lines. Okay, so let me go ahead and upload one. Okay, there it is, my splash screen, which is our logo. So the users will see that, and then the app, and then it will go into the app. Okay, so that's a little bit on the design here for layouts, changing icons, changing images, etc. Okay. We also have different color themes that you guys can set up as well. Okay. We do have from light themes to dark themes. So dark themes is a new trend now. So let's say I did wanted to turn this into a dark theme. I'll just select it, confirm it, and then it changes it for me. Okay. Besides that, you guys also have the option to customize the header, the main layout, and the pages all in one single place. Okay. So from here, we can choose if I wanted text, I can use text at the top as the banner or header. I'm sorry. You guys can use image. Okay. Let me show you what an image will look like. Okay. You can select from the headers images we have available, or you can upload your own custom image. Remember, again, guys, make sure to follow the recommended size for the best resolution. So in this case, it's 640 by 88. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, upload that, my banner logo. There it is. And there's my app. So it's, you know, as you work on it, you can see the design changes immediately on the simulator. And then, like I mentioned before, you'll be able to test on your phone directly as well. Okay. So the other option you would have is just none. So have no header image. And then it would just give you more space at the top. Okay. So it's however you guys would like to set it up, text, image, or have no header at all. Okay. I'll just leave the header there. I like that, how it looks. Next, we have the layout. So layout's going to take care of the front end of the app. Okay. You guys can go ahead and select from all the available fonts we have. We have over 1,000 different fonts. Okay. You can change the text size from small all the way to extra large. Okay. We can change border colors as well. Okay. Background color. So that'll be the background color for this. So I can make it more brighter. There you go. Okay. Something along those lines. Text color can also be modified as well. Icon color would be the icon inside this page here. Okay. Animate. This animate you guys can't see in the simulation, but you will be able to see it once the app is published and live. It does a little animation when it loads. So the screen will come up from the bottom, the left, the right, etc. So you guys can select one of these to use that when the app is open. It gives that little animation for the user. Okay. Besides that, we also have app overlay colors. That means just an overlay, kind of a filter color on top of the app. So if you see here, when I'm changing this, it kind of gives you different contrast here within the background image here. Okay. That one looks kind of cool. Let me leave this one under. Okay. Notification active color. This will be once you guys send push notifications, you can select what color your active color would be for your notification. Okay. The other things, if you guys have noticed, these are all color codes. So you guys can also match if you have a specific color code you want, just type it in there, and then it would change to that specific color that you're looking for. So if you're trying to match it with your website, if you're trying to match it with your logo, your branding, whatever your business colors are, you guys can get those exact codes, paste them in here, and then the app will be identical to the colors of your website or the color codes that you guys want to use for the app or the website. Okay. Next, we have the page tab. The page is going to control what's inside this news page and any other page that I add to the app. Okay. You have, again, the same options, font, heading size. Okay. You can do it from large to small. Here's an example. So this will be the content inside the pages that you're building. Okay. You can change subheading size, content size, indent, and then you have the options to changing all the colors as well. Okay. Even the colors of the buttons that you see on here. You guys can also customize those as well. Okay. So that's a little bit on the design. Let's try to move along. I do see a lot of questions coming in, guys. I'll try to answer them as soon as I'm done with this demo. That way we can kind of move quickly, and then I can get to all the questions and answer them for you guys. So let's go back to the home here. Okay. It's going to bring you back to the editor. Okay. So we covered the design element part of it. So after you're happy with your design, you like it, you tested it on your phone, then I would suggest you move on to the content of your app. Okay. This is the news feature. So with the news feature, I can go ahead and customize the name. let's say this is going to be, I don't know, sports news. Okay, so you can rename the page. Okay, so instead of calling it news, it can be sports news, or whatever you want to rename it, anything. I'm just putting something here. You can also change the icon. Okay, you can select from the icons we have. You can select from image icons, or you can even upload your own custom icon. Okay, just make sure again to follow the recommended size. Okay. The other things you're also able to do is change the design of this page. Now, this design here, it's going to be only for this page. This design here is going to be for the overall of the app. Okay, so don't get confused with that. So if you make any changes inside of this design here, it's going to be only for this particular page. So in essence, you guys can give different looks to all your pages from one another. Okay, or you guys can just keep the same design for all of them. It's totally up to you. Okay, so some of the design changes you can do within the page level will be layout, changing the layout. Okay, so if you see here, it has different layouts, how the news will be showing on the app. Okay. We can also add a background image if we wanted to. Okay. So you guys can do, again, you can do from our library, images from our library. You can do solid colors, or you can even upload your own custom background image. And again, remember, this background image will be only for this page that you see here, or that you're editing. Okay. Next, down in the color elements, you have other things that you can customize. Every part of the colors or color scheme of the page, you guys can customize it to your own. Okay. We also have font size. Again, you can choose from small to large. Okay, indent. Okay, and then you have other settings at the bottom here. Now, remember, each page is going to have different types of design settings. So they're all going to vary from the feature you're using, depending on which feature you added or which feature you're trying to customize. Okay. Awesome. So let's go back to the content here. Now, if I wanted to start adding content directly to this news app, I can go ahead and click here, add news. Okay. This will come up, and then I can start with the categories. Okay, let's say I have sports. Oops. And this video tutorial does pop up. Okay. You have two options. So after you enter the category name, you can, select this category to be shown on the home page. Do I want this category to be active or inactive? If you select inactive, it's not going to show in the app. So this is good while you're building, if you're building out the app and you don't want the users to see this yet because it's not completed, you would select inactive, work on it at your categories, at your listings of the news. And then once it's ready, you will click activate, and then the categories will start showing inside the app. Okay. You can also do sort news by date. Okay. And then we can click on save. There it is. I have a sports category now. Okay. And so on. We can keep adding different, categories as you wish. This one, I'm going to go ahead and select active and save. Okay. So there we go. I have two categories now, business and sports. Once you add the categories, you can go ahead and start adding the listings. So you can either create, if you're creating a news article manually, you can just type here, the title, place where it was, news date, so when did this story come out, and then here the full story of the news article. Okay. Oops. Okay. You can also schedule this particular news. So if this is something for a future date, you can go ahead and schedule it. Let's say I don't want this news article to not be showing until, Saturday, for example. Okay. I can go ahead and select that date so that when that date comes, it's going to go ahead and show this particular news article that I'm creating here. Okay. You can also lock it. You can mark it future so it can show on top of the news page. And then other things you can add to it would be images. So an image can go along with your article. You can add YouTube videos, and you can also upload PDFs as well. Okay. Once you created your article, you can click on save. There's my article now. It's active, and it's going to go ahead and display on tomorrow's date. Okay. So that's one way. Now, the other thing you guys are also able to do is add it. If you have a feed URL, you can go ahead and enter that in here as well. Okay. So if you wanted to put from an RSS feed, RSS link, just add that link, and then the news would start coming up. Okay. Now, every feature is going to have different general settings, guys. This would be pertaining to that particular feature only. Okay. For example, the news feature comes with these extra settings where you can have you can share the listing, send notification to the admin when users comments on an article. So, users are able to comment on articles. The admin, which is you, will receive a notification that somebody has comment on one of your articles. Okay. Comments auto approve. That will mean that any comment that is written, the system will automatically approve it. If you don't want that, to kind of avoid, any type of not correctly comments or anything, you can go ahead and disable that. That way the system does not approve every comment. You guys will need to come in here and then approve all the comments before they're posted to the news page. Okay. Awesome. And lastly, we have sort categories alphabetically, okay, which you guys can also enable that. Okay. The other things, once you guys, let's say you do create, these articles and you want to have a backup of it or a copy of it, you can either import, export. So instead of typing each one manually, you can just download our CSV file. You would download the sample CSV file first, and then enter all your data or your news article listings. And then you can upload it back into the system. You can do 20,000 news articles at one time. After you do, if it's more than 20,000, then you will upload one, and then you will upload the second CSV file. And then all your news articles, categories, everything will be uploaded at once. Okay, instead of creating one by one. So this is a good option. Now, after you created them, let's say you did create them manually, you could export them as well. So you can export it to a CSV or you can export it to an Excel file. Okay. Awesome. So now let's go ahead. I added some content into my news feature here. Now let's add a couple other features. Okay. So let's go to add feature on the left-hand side here. Okay. You can select from all the available features we have. You can either select from the categories. So based on the categories. Okay. I think somebody was asking earlier about social media. So we do have our own social network feature that you can add to the app. So let me go ahead and show you that. So the social network will be kind of a basic form of Facebook, where you can have friends, create your friends list, comment, post videos, post pictures, just like Facebook, just in a more basic type of form. But with this feature, again, you have the option as well to integrating Messenger, where people can communicate with each other, chat with each other. So it comes with a lot of different options and features that can be used. Okay. Now this one, as you notice, and this is one of the reasons why I showed that there's going to be some features where obviously it's not going to be working on the simulator here. So the only way you'll be able to test it would be on the actual app device or on your phone device. Okay. Now it's not going to be every feature, it's just going to be the more advanced ones. Okay. Again, with the social network, like I mentioned, it has its own customizations of the design that you can change here, header colors, basic colors, and everything else here, buttons, all of that you can customize. Okay. You can customize each section of the fonts as well. Okay. And like I mentioned before, you see this one has totally different design elements than your news page did. Okay, so that's, one of the biggest difference in between features. Okay. Lastly, I haven't shown what this is, in-app purchase. So we do support in-app purchase, guys. So for those of you who are trying to sell either digital content, or maybe it's a service app where people need to be on a subscription first before they can enter the app. There's many different options. It just depends on the use case, how you're trying to set this subscription up. You can do weekly subscription, you can do monthly subscription, you can do yearly, or you can do one time. So for example, let's say I wanted to make this a paid, page on the app. where people would need to first sign up for a subscription. I would come here, let's say I want to charge 10, 20 monthly, and 100 for the year. Okay, just some examples here. Okay. After you add the amounts, you would select the currency. So we do support most of all currencies throughout the world. Okay. I'm in the US, so I'll select USD. Okay. Once you selected the currencies, at the bottom here, you would just write a description, what the subscription includes, what does it entitle you to, etc. Recurring, is it a recurring subscription or is it a one-time subscription? So we do have the option where a client can pay, maybe $200 one time, and then they'll have access all the time to that particular page. Okay, now you can do a combination of these. So let's say you didn't want to have a yearly, you only wanted to have weekly and monthly, you can do that. Or if you only wanted to have one subscription, you can do only one subscription. Okay, now a couple of things to note with the in-app purchase, it does go through the Apple payment gateway and Google payment gateways. Okay, so you do need to create after you create your developer accounts, which developer accounts would be the ones you use to publish the app, you're going to need an Android developer account, an Apple developer account. And now if you are thinking of, making any type of paid services within the app or using in-app purchase, you will need to set up a margin account. Once that margin account is set up, then we can go ahead and activate this. And again, with all these things, you guys do get help, or we have a dedicated submission team who will be there to help you submit the app, make sure it goes live on the App Store, on the Play Store, and make sure that it gets approved. Okay, so they will ensure that, and that's included with all our plans, guys. Your first time submission is included. The only things you guys will be responsible of is creating the developer accounts. Okay. So awesome. So that'll be in-app purchase. The next little icon here, and all these icons, guys, all the pages are going to have the same icons. Okay. So on page SEO, this is more if you're going to be using the app. Let's say I was creating this as a website as well. So this section right here is mostly for the website version of the app. Okay. Where you can write keywords, SEO things, so you can do better tracking, better traffic results, etc. to that particular page. Okay. All our pages are going to have this help icon at the bottom. So if you're not sure what the future is, if you want to learn more about it, you can watch that video, and it will reference how to set up that feature as well. Okay. Awesome. So let me add one more feature here, guys, and then we'll move on to testing the app. I want to show you guys the whole process from creation to editing, and then the last step will be testing the app. And then after testing is, you pretty much will be able to publish it at that point. Once, you added all the content, the features, you set it up the way you wanted it. Okay. So let's add a directory here. Okay. So we do have, and I'm showing you guys the most popular, kind of features that we use, and the more complex ones as well. There are many, many others. With our platform, you can create delivery apps, food delivery apps, similar to Uber Eats. You can create DoorDash apps, similar to that, hotel reservation apps. So anything, pretty much all the big categories or businesses out there, you're able to create those type of apps with our platform as well. Okay. Here's a quick sample of what the directory future looks like. You guys can create different categories, subcategories, and then you can add the listings within the categories. Okay. See, you can have bookstore, coffee shops, restaurants. This one is greatly used for people who are trying to create, maybe a local directory for their city, or anything, any type of directory that you're looking to create. This would be the best feature for you to use. Okay, it comes with a lot of options. It even comes with turn-by-turn directions. So on the actual phone, if I was testing this on the phone, I'll click on the listing. It will tell me how to get to that business through the GPS of the phone. Okay. It also has options to bookmark. You have options if I wanted to maybe reach the store, call. If I was to press this on the actual phone, it will go ahead and call. Directions, check in, and then you have options to add more things as well. Okay. You also have the option here to write it right on the summary screen, or your contact information, the description of the business. It also comes with a rating system. So your customers can leave ratings and reviews for that business, and things like that. Okay. Awesome, guys. So now I'm going to go ahead and just save this. Okay. Okay. Once you save, let's go back now to the main dashboard, guys. Okay. So I'm going to go back to my businesses. Okay. Here's the app I was working on. Okay. Once you're back into this dashboard here, you're going to see the second icon. So we were just inside of edit, guys. For those of you who did not see, that's where I was working inside of. That's where you're going to do any type of design, content, adding features, etc. inside of edit. Test app on device. So that's exactly what it means. Test the app on your device. You're going to click on that. Okay. It's going to go ahead and build it. I just recently saved it. It takes about 2 minutes. And there it is. So now I can just scan this QR code either with your Android phone or iPhone, and then you can start testing it immediately. Okay. So in my case, let me go ahead and show you on the actual phone device here what the app looks like that we just created. Okay. So I'm going to do a quick change of screen, guys. Let's see here. Okay. Awesome. So after you scan the QR code, it's going to take you to this. You're going to install the test lab. Depending on which phone you are, there's on iPhones, there's going to be 2 steps. You're going to download first the test flight app. Inside the test flight app, we have our own testing environment app called the test lab. And that's going to be the app that you're going to use. Let me back up here a little bit. So this would be the app test lab. And then on the Android phones, it's just 1 step. You just need to download the test lab directly from the Play Store. Once you download the app, you're going to go ahead and open it. Okay. Type in the register email that you registered with on Appy Pie. Okay. Once you enter that, click on start testing. Those are my apps. So earlier today, when I was showcasing you guys the different use cases, it created these apps for me. Okay. The one we worked on is on the top. Obviously, we can see I customized the app icon. There's the app icon, and I can go ahead and click on start testing or test app. Okay. And there it is, guys. Okay, so not too bad, done this, for doing this so quickly through the webinar. Obviously I would make some changes to this design. I think the blue does not go with the orange in the back, but obviously I can update that. And updating the app is super simple, guys. You would just go back to the edit, go into the editor, update what you want to update, save it, and then instantly you can see those changes on the test lab again. Now, if your app was live on the Play Store and the Apple Store, those changes will also automatically show up. The user just has to restart the app, close it, and reopen it. Okay, so it's really likely that you will ever have to resubmit. The only reasons you will have to resubmit for design changes would be if you change the app icon, the app splash screen, the main background image, or if you change the app orientation, or obviously if you change the app name. Those 5 things will always require a resubmission. Let's say later on you started off with these 2 features only, and then a month later, after the app's been live, you added more features. All those features will show up automatically on the app without the need of having to push it out again to Apple and Google. Okay, so that's one of the great benefits of Appy Pie as well. Or our libraries are instantly installed, so all the features can be added at a later time whenever you wish to. Okay. There we go, guys. Here are the 2 categories that I set up. Okay, business and sports. Okay, I don't think I added any listings, but just to kind of show you guys there. Okay. Social network feature. This does require a registration. The user will register, and then he can begin creating his profile, updating his profile image, setting up his status, etc. Okay. So as you guys can see, it was fairly easy to generate that, test it, edit it. And then at this point, if I was happy with it, if this was a real life scenario, I can go ahead, create my developer accounts, and then pretty much publish the app and get it out there for people to start downloading it. Okay. The whole process of going live takes anywhere from 3 to 6 days. Apple and Google will review the app first. After it's been reviewed, they'll approve it, and then it becomes available to download. Okay. Awesome. So with that, let's go ahead and jump over to questions. I do see a lot of questions, so I'll try to get to everybody's here as best as I can, okay? And we do have 10 minutes left for this webinar, guys, and then I will conclude. And for those of you who were not able to join, you will get a recording of this webinar. If you did register for the Zoom and you weren't able to attend, you will receive that recording, okay? Okay, let's start with the questions now. So I see here, okay, let's start with this person, Samir. He's asking, how do changes that we make in your interface get updated in the App Store? So I think I just answered that for you. Like I mentioned, all the changes get pushed automatically. The only times you have to resubmit were for those 5 things that I listed. Okay. Let's move on. From Filippo, I believe. Update to my previous question. Does Appy Pie allow to create a booking app where people can book a service? Yes, that would be the so you can use the hyper local feature for that, for example. For example, a private jet flight booking app, or a jet charter company, or a job booking system for freelancers. Yes, so that'll be the best feature for that would be the hyper local, Filippo. Okay. Awesome. Let's move on. Andy is asking a really good question. He's asking, what about another language like Spanish or Portuguese? And we do support more languages on our platform, guys. Let me kind of back up here. So we do support all these 7 different languages. Spanish will be one, Portuguese will be one as well, Chinese and Arabic as well, and Italian as well, okay? And French, okay? So we do support all of those. The other thing too, guys, you can make multi-language apps with Appy Pie. So let's say you needed to have an English version of the app and a Spanish version of the app. You guys can use our merge app option, where it will merge the Spanish version of the app and the English version of the app. And then when the user opens the app, he would select, you know, does he want Spanish? Does he want English? Once he makes that selection, the selection will be saved. And then the next time he opens the app, it will open up to his preferred language. So we do have those capabilities as well. Okay. I hope that answered your question, Andy. Let's move on, guys. Sammy is asking, can you show us how to connect the app to at mobile, or are there instructions for this online? Yes, for most of our integrations and things like that, I would recommend you guys go to Appy Pie, and then we have the help section. Here you have different options. You can access our frequently asked questions or a knowledge base. You can also join our community, have other discussion with other users, freelancers who know how to use the platform well. They're good at answering questions as well. You can submit a ticket, or again, Appy Pie always offers 24/7 chat support where you can ask, you know, general questions, how to do something, etc., and they'd be able to help you. Now, remember, if you are a paid client, you have a paid subscription, you also get time to book a meeting with a dedicated rep, where he can help you set up the app, where he can help you answer questions about the app, about integrations, about adding features, etc. So that's all included with our plans, guys. So I would definitely, you know, take advantage of that. Right as soon as you guys sign up, probably a day or 2 after you sign up, you should receive a welcome onboarding email. And that welcome onboarding email is going to have the meeting link where you can book with your rep, where he can give you a session from 30 to 40 minutes. And then you can book again if you needed to for a follow-up, where you guys can get all the help you need, all the questions answered that you need. And to make sure that, you know, the onboarding agent will make sure that your app, you know, is set up, that it's done correctly, and then they'll help you with the publishing. So from start to finish, your rep will be there with you, helping you throughout the way. And then after the app is published, you still have access to contact them or ask them any questions that you wish. Okay, so I would recommend you guys take advantage of that. Okay, I hope that answered your question, Sammy. Okay, guys, let's take a couple more here. I do have about 5 minutes left, and then the webinar show will be ending. We have DJ Ross asking, what about designing and connecting a database if required? Do we simply have to connect to, for example, AWS if using AWS or third-party provider? Good question, DJ Ross. So yeah, we have integrations with AWS database. We also have our own database feature, which is powered by Firebase. So you can use that as well, or you can do the conversion where you want to use AWS. So we do support both. That'll fall under our integrations category. So if you guys see here on the main dashboard, you're going to have this icon that says integrations. So that's where most of all the integrations will be done. If you needed to, integrate with like DJ Ross is asking, AWS, which stands for Amazon Web Servers, for those of you who don't know. And that's where you guys can integrate all those things. And that'll be done through our Connect product, actually. Okay. Awesome. Hope I answered your question. Let me go ahead and let's keep moving here. Okay, let's see here. Rob is asking, can we add any custom code or logic handling? Really good question. Yes, so what you guys can do, we do have a code page. So for those of you who are more experienced in the code level or world, we do have a code page where you can code your own stuff. So let me show it to you. So here it is. So this would be kind of an example here. Here's the code. You can do HTML, Java, and C+ as well. Okay. So you would write out, your language here, your code, type it in here. If it's a snippet too, you can also, a lot of people use snippets or different code generators, like, for a game, if you're trying to have a game inside the app, just upload that snippet game code here, and then the game will start playing through the app. Or if it's, something like this, you can also customize this as well. Okay. So that's what we have as far as, adding your own custom code. Hope that answered your question, Ron. Okay. Awesome. Let's keep moving here. Bobby is asking, how would I create a meditation app? Yeah, so for meditation, the features I would recommend would be, we have our daily quote feature. So that would be where, the user gets a daily quote, kind of a motivation quote. You can program it where, it does specific quotes on a specific date, or you can have it where it does random quotes, similar to what you see here. Okay, this one in particular is powered by Firebase. So this is another thing, guys. Some of our features will require a little bit, further configuration. In this case here, you just need to set up a Firebase account, which is free, and then follow this tutorial. So wherever you see there's an eye, make sure you click on that. It's going to open up the tutorial. All you need to do is follow it through. And then at the end, it's going to give you the fields that you need to copy those, and then just answer them in here. And then your quote feature will start working. Once you added this information, then you can start adding your own quotes to the feature here. Okay. I would recommend that. We also have audio features. So if you have maybe sounds for meditation, or anything you recorded for meditation, you can use the audio feature, and then there you can upload all your different tracks, etc. We also have a video feature as well. If you have videos, for meditation, you can also add that. And for those of you who provide, maybe you're a personal trainer, you do live training, maybe fitness trainer, or any type of training, we also have the video conference feature, similar to Zoom, but in our own app, our own technology, where you can have up to 100 people joined in that one session. If you're given kind of a training through the app, it forces the person to use the app, so that way you get more traffic to your app. And then the video conference is done through there. So you can be the host, and then you can have all the joinees join the meeting, and then you can provide your, whether it's a training or any type of conference you're trying to provide through the app. Okay. So I hope that answers your question. I think it was Bobby. Yep. Okay, 2 more questions, guys, and the show will be ending here. Can I add the feature for the user to choose between dark and light layout in accessible future. So to that, Mohammed, you can only choose either dark, the dark theme layout or the light theme. Once you have that saved, that's going to be the one, that stays with the app. The user won't be able to customize that on his end. Because again, remember, only you can customize the app on the back end here. But yeah, it would just be one look that you can choose from, one theme. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Yep. Somebody just corrected me. They said that that's Japanese, not Chinese. So thank you for correcting me on that. Okay, next question. From Joshua. Can I go back and edit the initial AI prompt to generate the app? Yeah, you can go back to the initial AI. Yep, you definitely can. I think I showed you that in the beginning where I was going back and forth, trying different, scenarios or different use cases. So you definitely can do that. Yep. Ed is asking a question. What about data integration? If you had a local server with data, how would I integrate with that to put the data to use in the app? And again, guys, that would be our database future. We have a DB here. And that's how you can, connect it with your local and then pull everything through here. Or we can do it through integrations as well, where it's on the main page where I showed you guys. So either this one, or you have the option to integrate, depending on what database it is. We do have those integrations as well. Okay. Awesome. And last question. Okay, let's see here. DR Luhar, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, is asking, can I convert my current static HTML website having 100,000 HTML page to Android mobile app without any coding? Yep, of course you can. So for those of you who are looking to just wrap your website around a mobile app, or inside our wireframe, you can use the website feature. Okay. So with the website feature, you can just type the website. Okay. Obviously, this will be the only page on the app because all you're doing is wrapping, it's making it feel like when the user opens on the app icon after they install the app, it's going to go automatically right into the website, making it, giving you that mobile kind of app feel to it. So they won't feel like they're going into a website. They'll feel like they're going to an actual app. You would select this and then you would select the bottom layout and auto load first page for that to work for you. Okay, so that way when the app is open, it opens directly into your website and then your users can navigate through the website however they like. Okay, and with that, guys, that concludes the questions. I did wanted to show you just some live examples of apps. So if you guys are seeing my screen, let me show you a couple examples here. So what type of apps you can, and these are real live clients who have created apps on our platform. Okay, so you can create from e-commerce, okay, to sell things. Okay, this is a real live app. You can download it from the App Store. So you guys can see, I mean, they can be really, it just depends on the time you spend on creating the app, the graphics you use, the designs you use, but you can make a really nice app using our platform. Here are more examples. This is a food app. This one is on the Google Play Store. Okay, you can see here. Okay, food app, another food app here. Okay, market. This is kind of like a weekly ad market app. Okay. Okay. We also have business apps. This one would be more towards this is a manufacturer supplier, I believe, and they deal with manufacturing and raw materials and things like that. But you can see here, the type of apps that you can create. Here's the layout that I was using. He's using the same layout that I showed you guys earlier today with the banner on the top here, and then you have your features here, and then you have other images here. Okay. And again, with all this, you guys get help. So our team, our submission team, this is what they will ensure that your app gets approved on the App Store, that it gets approved on the Play Store as well. Here's an example of a delivery app built on our platform, okay? So we do support delivery apps, okay? You guys can have different types of vehicle types, different types of fares, you know, if it's going to be for delivering products, whatever the case might be, or maybe even, you know, similar to Instacart, where people go and shop for you at the grocery. We do have a grocery list order form feature that goes in hand with our on-demand delivery feature. Okay, so you can do a combination of both. I think somebody else asked that question, where if you can use combinations of different features, you can. So you could use that to create a delivery app. Okay, we also have emergency apps, Alabama EMS portal. Okay, they use this for their emergency medical services. Okay, they're both published on the Play Store and on the App Store. Okay, another app here, Justice app. This is for courts in Massachusetts. It gives you information about courts, lawyers, etc., and all those things. Okay. The other thing that's included with your plan, guys, is going to be a landing page. So you guys will be able to have one central page where you have all your social media links. You have information about what the app is about. You can upload different stuff. Again, this is a real life client. He created this landing page. You can have, you know, different information about the app. What is it about? A video. You can also have images of what the app looks like, so the client or the user can see, you know, what the app will look like before they download it. Okay. So all of this can be created on our platform. Okay. So a lot of different things, a lot of different tools that you guys can use. I know there's a lot of information. Like I mentioned, everything's going to be shared on the email that everybody register on. So you will receive the recording of the webinar, and you will also receive all the links that we're seeing today. Okay. And with that, I want to thank everybody who joined today. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a great Memorial weekend. Enjoy your weekend. And see you guys next time. Thank you.